Different technique of analysis, sources of impurities in medicinal agents. Different technique of analysis. There are various techniques which are used for the for analysis purpose, like proximal analysis. In this analysis, the amount of each element in a sample is determined with no concern as to the actual compound percent. Next, partial analysis. The selected constituent in a sample is determined by the partial analysis. Next, trace constituent analysis. The very minute quantity of a specified component in a sample is determined by this method. Next, complete analysis. The proportion of each component of the sample is determined by the complete analysis. The main technique employed in the quantitative analysis are based on the quantitative performance of suitable chemical reactions and either measuring the amount of reagent needed to complete the reactions or ascertaining the amount of reaction product. Next, appropriate electrical measurement. Next, the measurement of certain optical properties. The quantitative chemical analysis are of basically three types: gravimetric, trimetric, and volumetric. Gravimetric analysis, which involve the separation of the constituent to be estimated in form of an insoluble compound of known compositions. Next, trimetric quantity. It is a type of quantitative method of analysis which deals with the volume of solutions and measurement of the same. The substance to be determined is allowed to react with an appropriate reagent added as a standard solution needed for the complete reaction is determined. The common type of reaction which are used in trimetric are neutralization reaction. It is also known as acid-base reactions, complex forming reaction, precipitation reaction, and oxidation reaction. It is also known as redox reaction. Next, volumetric. It is concerned with measuring the volume of gas evolved or absorbed in a chemical reaction. Next, special techniques in quantitative analysis. First, electrical method of analysis. These involve the measurement of current, voltage, or resistance in relation to the concentration of a certain species in a solution. These methods are of following type, like volumetric, colorimetric, potentiometric, and conductometry. Next, optical method of analysis. The optical method of analysis are dependent either upon measurement of the amount of radiation energy of a particular wavelength absorbed by the sample and the emission of radiant energy and measurement of amount of energy of particular wavelength. There are several analytical techniques have been developed which involve the measurement of radiation energy. These are like emission spectroscopy, colorimetry, fluorometry, turbidimetry, nephelometry, spectrophotometry, flame photometry, atomic absorption spectroscopy, and polarimetry. Next, chromatography. It is a separative process which is very useful for separating molecular mixtures. It is a common separation technique. Next, radioactivity. It involves a measurement of intensity of radiation from a naturally radioactive material. Next, sources of impurities in medicinal agent. Impurities are chemical substances inside a confined amount of liquid, gas, or solids which differ from the chemical composition of the material compound. They are either naturally occurring or added during synthesis of a chemical or commercial product. Next, sources of impurities like inorganic impurity, organic impurities which are process and drug related, and residual solvent. Organic impurities, they may arise during the manufacturing process or sometimes storage of drug substances. They may be identified or unidentified, volatile or non-volatile, and include the followings like a starting material or intermediate. These are the most common impurities found in every active pharmaceutical ingredient unless a proper care is taken in every step involved throughout the multi-step synthesis. Although the end product are always washed with solvent, there are always chances of having the residual unreacted starting material may remain unless the manufacturers are very useful about the impurities. Like in paracetamol bulk, there is a limit test for para-aminophenol, which could be a starting material for one manufacturer or be an intermediate for another. Byproduct in synthetic organic chemistry, getting a single end product with 100% yield is very rare. There is always a chance of having byproducts. Degradation product. Impurities can also be formed by degradation of the end product during manufacturing of bulk drug. Degradation product also resulting from storage or formulation to different dosage forms or aging are common impurities in the medicines. Next, reagent, ligand, and catalyst. These chemicals are less commonly found in active pharmaceutical ingredient. However, in some cases they may pose a problem as impurities. In general, an individual active pharmaceutical ingredient may contain all of the above mentioned type of inorganic impurities at levels varying from negligible to significant. Next, enantiomeric impurities. The single enantiomeric form of a chiral drug is now considered as an improved chemical entity that may offer a better pharmacological profile and an increased therapeutic index with a more favorable adverse reaction profiles. Next, inorganic impurities. They also derive from the manufacturing processes used for the bulk drug. They're normally known and identified and include the followings like reagent, ligand, and catalyst. The chances of having these impurities are very rare. In some processes, these could create a problem unless the manufacturer take proper care during production. Next, heavy metals. The main source of heavy metals are the water used in the processes and the reactors. If stainless steel reactors are used where acidification or acid hydrolysis take place, these impurities of heavy metals can easily be avoided by using demineralized water and glass-linked reactors. Next, other materials like example filter aids and charcoal. The filter or filtering aids such as centrifuge bags are routinely used in drugs manufacturing plants, and in many cases activated carbon is also used. The regular monitoring of fibers and black particles in the bulk drug is essential to avoid these contaminations. Next, residual solvent. Residual solvents are organic volatile chemicals which are used during the manufacturing process or generated during the production. It is very difficult to remove these solvent completely by the workup process. However, effort should be taken to the extent possible to meet the safety data. Some solvents that are known to cause toxicity should be avoided in the production of bulk drug. Depending on the possible risks to human health, residual solvents are divided into three classes like class 1, class 2, and class 3 solvents. Class 1 solvents like benzene and carbon tetrachloride are to be avoided. Class 2 solvents like methylene chloride, methanol, pyridine, toluene, and dimethyl formamide and acetonitrile are most commonly used solvents. In class 3 solvent like acetic acid, acetone, isopropyl alcohol, butanol, ethanol, and ethyl acetate have permitted daily exposure of 50 mg or less per day. Thank you.